Okay. Greetings. It's Vaygrim, back again with another video. And this time I've got a bit of a surprise for you. I couldn't swing Resonant Rise running all on my own PC. Single player wasn't an option. But I tell you what I did manage to get. I managed to get on a server. And not just any server, but the official Resonant Rise Let's Play server. Now, I have been on here for a number of days, but the server's been having some performance issues, some connection lag. So I've been building myself up a little bit while unable to record, specifically because performance was just too bad. But we are standing in the shadows of greatness, may I say. Corhante, and I believe Sace, or Ops. I think I butchered both their names, but I'm not sure. But they are, I believe, Ops. They work with Kieran Dave. I know Corge is. Echo the Builder. Bevo. LJ. Poppycox. Linda, I'm not sure of. Lambert. I know him, actually, from the FTV forums. That's my chest right there. We've got Lookalike. We've got Samsky and T. Jaden. There's also Velocity, and of course Kieran Dave himself lives here. Now this is actually Spawn, and Kieran Dave actually lives right over there in that little house. He lives at Spawn. But needless to say, we've got some real big company, and I'm not sure how I ended up here. I'm still kind of figuring that one out, but needless to say, I'm going to do my best to fit in, to help, and to have fun. Now, before I show you where I've been, I thought I'd show you some of where other people have been. Now, Corhante, Corge, as I've been calling, which is probably wrong. Wait for the client to catch up. Oh no, it actually errored. There we go. Okay. Every once in a while it takes a moment to figure out, but they use a enhanced portals system that is a part of the Resonant Rise pack. Now this means basically that everybody has an address. Like Echo or Bevo. They've got a mining age set up already. There's Velocity. Lookalike, T. Jaden. That's a link to the end, but I don't think anybody's actually done the dragon yet. Pokepen is also very, very nice. Met Pokepen. Hi Yorkie. The top man himself is also on this server. And it's packing up fast. So, this is Corge's place. Core has been very, very nice to me. This is actually a... let me turn off that. Core has actually been extremely nice to me. Everybody has tried to make me feel welcome and at home, and they've done a great job. But Core has gone out of his way to make me feel like one of the gang, and he's left me more than a number of anonymous presents. So, very, very nice. Now, he lives up a cliffside, which I think is very, very cool. This is clear glass, and he's hollowed out big sections of this mountain. You'll see how much better established some of these folks are than I am. He's got an applied energistics system. He's got a full liquid experience system and basically infinite experience. He delves into technology and into magic. This is his forge, his Tinker's Construct section. And of course, this is his multi-crafter from applied energistics. Now, elevator down. Down here, using ethereal glass, which I think is a great touch, he's got stables filled with sheep, cow, pigs, and even a horse, Shadowfax. Yeah. There are amazing stockpiles in here. He has a... Oh, hi there. How are you? That's Cursed Earth, and this is a mob farm. As you'll see, there's a lot of stuff right here that just boggles my mind on how some of it works. This is his food sources. All behind glass. You notice? from our game, from our single-player world. Mariculture is also on the server. And I've been making use of it. Oh, that's the front door. Up here's the magic section. Core has stated specifically that he's still figuring some of this out, but he is getting started on blood magic. I intend to delve very deeply into blood magic. They have done some Ars Magic 2, of course, and what looks like a little bit of Thaumcraft here and there, I thought. But anyway, that's Core's place. Now, one place I would also love to show you is Bevo's. I think Bevo's got a real impressive place. Now, I'm not going to go inside because Bevo's place is actually pretty big, pretty deep, and I'd like to have him do a tour for us later. So that's something you could definitely look forward to. Whoops. Oh, the portal didn't shut off in time. Yeah. So, whoops. Let's see. This is Echo the Builder's main base, I believe. Yep. Way up high in the air. Let me turn that off. There we go. It turns itself off. Now, elevator up. I've barely been in here. I've seen it from the series. We're not going to mess with anything. But needless to say, one of the two master thaumaturgists on the server, one is Echo the Builder, the other is Sace. Echo is also the master of blood magic. He's been showing the rest of us how it's done, so to speak. So yeah. Now, they have these on a timer. There you go. There's a little bit of redstone gubbins underneath, and that's very, very cool. But the community does have, I think this was going to be a community Enderman farm. I'm not sure what ended up with that. I believe Bevo started that. This is basically the mailboxes. Everybody has their own specific color for ender chests. Mine is lime, black lime, because I don't care if it clashes. I have one of these back in my base, so if anybody wants to leave me something, they can come here, stick it in this chest, and get it. There's also the community chest, which is triple white. And this has stuff that has to do with usually setting up the enhanced portals. This is Sace's completed master research on Thaumcraft. So basically, with this knowledge of sharing, I can take it, open it up, and get all of Sace's research, which I think is very, very cool. I have actually done that to save myself some time because I will be the first to admit that I really hate Thaumcraft research because I'm just bad at it. Okay, so let's go to where I have been calling home. And there we go. Now, I'm a pretty decent distance out. Let me see if I can show you. This is basically my base right here. That's where I've been mining from in this area. Let's see. This is a pretty big chunk of snow biome, as you can see, snowy coniferous forest. And this is spruce wood. So basically all the wood I've been working with has been fir trees or spruce. Everything is made out of that. I've gone as far as all the way over here. That is a base of somebody. I don't know that person very well. I don't know whose it is. There we go. So basically, then I pull all the way out. This is spawn all the way down here. And if you look, all the way down here is everybody else. That's High Yorkie's base, which means this is Core's. That is where Bevo is, I believe. And I think, I'm not sure. Oh, no, this is spawn. Right here. That is Akko's base, one of his bases. Echo the Builder. So if that's spawn right there, that means that is Sace's complex. All these buildings belong to Sace. Very, very big. So, I think I've got it laid out right. I'm not sure. But anyway. So, we have our own little docks on the side of this little mountain right here with an overhang. I have been to the Nether because they have Nether portals already open. Obviously, starting off on a server like this is a little different from a single player. You immediately become a part of a community. So this is less about my raw starting capabilities and my speed. This is more about me getting up and going so I can pitch in on the community, so I can start doing videos for you, and so we can get some collaborations going with some other YouTubers. Yeah. Now, originally, this was my house, this room right here. But what I did was I hollowed this space out down here and then kept curving down. That's still growing. Decoration. And basically, I've got split staircases on either side of this. These are essence berry bushes. Yeah. Those are very, very important. And basically, this is what's become the main base. I'm going to put all the power systems and ugly stuff down here. That was another example of a gift left for me by Core. Very, very nice guy. I have some sheep over here, about 4 of them. And on the other side, I have some mushrooms. Hi, guys. How are you? Yeah. There's a mushroom biome to the south. So, needless to say, I took advantage of that and got some mushrooms. I have set up this tank. Since open blocks tanks are so cheap, I've set up this tank for storing my experience when I come back from mining or work or whatever. I'm growing trees in here. That's not working very well, but I'm working on it. This has turned into my enchanting room. I just completed this. And this is a auto enchanting table. I think I've shown you guys this in one of my mod guides. This is an auto enchanting table from open blocks with a pipe that runs under the floor and over here to this, automatically fed. This is just a vanilla Minecraft anvil, very damaged. Regular old brewing stand, a floating chest I need to move. That's where all my storage has ended up. It was upstairs, but I moved it down here along with other machines. Now this is the sole extent of my technology. There's a couple of mechanism machines you'll recognize. These are for metallurgy, and I got started with these. So I just decided to keep them. Basically, you start off with a stone furnace, a normal furnace, and you can upgrade it with copper, and then bronze, and then iron, and then steel. I haven't done steel yet because I got mechanism machines by that time. But crusher is coal-powered pulverizer, basically. And this is a coal-powered furnace. I have hidden right here. You can see it right here. You've seen me use carpenter safes in my single players in Vaygrim's Chance. Well, I've got it right here, kind of aimed in towards the machine, so it's a discrete location for output of these machines right here. So yeah, I haven't determined what I'm going to do over here with this yet, but I assume it is going to be something tech-based. I'm going to try and divide the base down the middle, if I can, with a lot of magic stuff on that side, and a lot of tech stuff on this side. Of course, with farms and animal storage dotted in between, because that doesn't really pertain. Now, oh, you like my balcony up there? That's my bedroom. I'll show you that in just a minute. There it is. This is basically the power room. This is the only battery that I've got, along with a whole bunch of universal cable. You guys know I love these things. And I've got one leadstone bottom end starter battery from thermal expansion, and then this goes straight up there, and I'll show you guys how that goes up there. Close that. We go back out. That little island out there was the only real grass space that I had, because initially there wasn't any actual ground. I've added all of this on to the front. It was a flat rock place and water. So I basically started putting some stone here and carved a cave into the side of it and made it home. That was my farm initially. And that was Leapfrog from Mariculture. You guys have seen me use that enchantment in my single player. I've got some Natura bushes that were my starting source of food. Let's see. There is a silverwood, a magic forest, a pretty big ways off that way. And there's actually a magical forest that has already been staked out, and there's a link to it on our portal system. So I went over there and basically used a Darkcraft force mitt to get a sapling. And I've been growing saplings for silverwood trees so I could get some Thaumcraft wood, and so I could change this area into a magical forest biome. I like having a magical forest nearby because this means you can increase your chance of getting peck to spawn. And peck are always good. I'm going to start branching it out that way. I'm going to cut down those fir trees and start putting silverwoods over there and see if I can make a magical forest over in that area as well. I think that'll be very, very cool. These are ender lily seeds. Now, I noticed that you guys, I'm sure you guys have noticed already, what's with the textures, Vaygrim? Why does everything look cartoonish? Well, I'm actually using the Spax resource pack that's been made for Resonant Rise by a gentleman by the name of Griff. Griff basically has this on the Resonant Rise official forums, resonant-rise.com, and I think I'll put a link in the description. And he's made these, and what I've discovered is it's a 64X. You know, normal Minecraft is only 16-bit, basically, textures. These are 64-bit textures, so they're higher quality, higher color. What I've discovered is the Resonant Rise actually runs smoother with this texture pack on, and I have no clue why. So I'm still figuring that out, but I'm just rolling with it. Plus, I figured that this would give this series a different look from my other series, Vaygrim's Chance. And maybe you guys might like that, maybe you'll object. You can voice it in the comments and let me know. But for right now, I'm embracing the fact that this gives me better performance. Now, that's my farm island. Aiko the Builder was nice enough to give me 3 cocoa beans, the last 3 I think he had because he wasn't using them. And I got some jungle wood logs by running rubber wood logs through a furnace, and that gives you jungle wood, basically turns it into jungle wood. So I've turned that into a cocoa farm. Now up here is where I put my portal to the nether. That's it right there. And this is my sole source of power. I started off with a heat generator of burning coal until I could make this, and now I don't even burn coal. This pretty much runs the whole house right now. I'll probably put another one up here somewhere and then start branching out into big reactors. Power. Big reactors is real big on this server because it's very stable, it's very safe, and it's low lag. So, Geronimo. Okay, guys. I've got my sugarcane farm has slowly grown all the way out down the side here. The mushroom biome's back down that way. And it branches, I think, all the way over here. I think you can see part of it. Now, the Resonant Rise mod pack has a lot of stuff in it that isn't in our pack for Vaygrim's Chance, and it's even got a lot of stuff that's not in the Monster pack from FTB. Monster does have Blood Magic, and Monster does have, I believe, Ars Magica 2 and Thaumcraft, just like Resonant Rise does. Resonant Rise has Witchery. There's also things in it we don't have in the Vaygrim's Chance mod pack, like Forestry, Industrial Craft 2, lots of stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of things. Metallurgy. So there's a whole bunch of strange metals. That's actually what my armor is made of. This is stuff called Ignatius, and basically it is a nether metal. It's a little bit better than iron. It's not quite as good as steel, but I got a whole bunch of it and then basically borrowed somebody's enchanting system so I could get myself some protection early on. Again, that was a service that was offered by the group when I was getting started. They didn't want me to die too badly during my first days. So one of the first things that I have actually been given that was big and that I've since paid back is this Magnum torch right here. I've got the diamonds to actually do that now because all I've been doing the last several days because of the lag has been mining. So this is actually keeping the base and the surrounding area pretty safe. I think it's going to get moved farther down. You know me, guys. I'm not real hardcore on monsters and danger. I do like a challenge, to be sure, but for the most part, you know, I like to kind of have my domain well defined and have my environment set out so I know where my safety zones are, and that keeps it that way. But we're still going to get our nose into trouble every once in a while and still going to see what kind of havoc we can cause. Now, this episode is probably going to be a little bit short because I'm still getting settled in here. Resonant Rise is going to be on Fridays, and I'm still looking to start up FTB Monster as a 3rd series. Don't know when I'm going to run it, though, because right now Vaygrim's Chance is very, very popular. It's running on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and you guys can't seem to get enough of it, which I'm very, very encouraged by and very happy about. But that means that this opportunity came along to dwell in the in the shadows of such big names as such other YouTubers as Echo the Builder and Bevo and Hi Yorkie and Kieran Dave and so many others, I really couldn't pass up this chance, and I'm quite sure you guys see why. So I'm hoping maybe next episode we can do some technology, start getting settled in and decorated here on the base, and maybe do some more tours of some homes of some of the other people on the server. We'll see what we can do. I think that'd be real fun. So I think this is going to be a good wrapping up point for our first episode. I think I had 4. I do have 4. Okay. I think that there's a lot of possibility here. I really do. I think it's going to be real fun hanging out with these other YouTubers, and I cannot wait. So, this is Vaygrim, signing off. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys are as excited about this series as I am, and we're still going to see if we can fit FTB Monster in the schedule somewhere. I still haven't given up on that one. I still want to do it. We'll see how it works out. This is Vaygrim, signing off. Bye-bye.